Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This, of course, is another anime reaction video. Today, we're going to be reacting to more Eden's Zero. In the last episode, we got started, we're going to become an adventurer now. Which is, again, more in line with the traditional fantasy story, but either way, I'm excited to see where this goes next, because we got a couple of things going on in the background that get introduced closer to the end of the episode. Elsie, which, her name is Elsie, not Elise. I think I just saw the letters, because it's the same letters for Elsie and Elise. They just swap things around, so that's my excuse for getting that wrong. But Elsie, for whatever reason, she wants to meet up with Shiki to see what's going on with him. But I'm excited to see what happens next. I'm excited to see what it is she wants to meet him, like for what reason. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I imagine the episode's going to start somewhere around the time when Shiki either gets his adventurer's license or whatever, or maybe after it. Either way, we're getting in episode 3. As always, link in the description will take you to the full-length uncut reaction. So go ahead and watch the reaction, come back to YouTube for discussion. Okay, so this was another really cool episode. Got some more plot progression, which is always like a welcome thing, because now we've become adventurers. Sheik is officially a part of like the Adventurers Guild now, or whatever, and we're going to a planet to get a ship and a crew so we can hopefully film the ultimate YouTube, or rather the ultimate B-Cube video, and that is finding Mother, which is going to be a really interesting plot point to follow. I wonder how long that's going to last. I mean, I imagine at some point in the future it's going to happen. Apparently in the manga we haven't got close to that, but at some point it's going to happen. But I imagine that's not going to be enough to carry the series throughout its entire run. So I have to wonder what is going to be one of the main driving forces in the story. And I think, at least in the upcoming parts where we're going to be going to soon, it's going to be something to do with Elsie. Because in the OP and ED we've seen this other group of characters that, based on their appearance, based on my memory of their appearance, because to be fair, I probably forgotten mostly what they look like, but they look like they're maybe some sort of like authority figure in space, like a space police or something like that, because we know for a fact Elsie's group is space pirates. And real quick side note, it's interesting that they call her princess, because normally when you hear the word pirate, you think of like a hardened group of people that are cruel and do whatever it takes, rob, kill, do whatever they need to do to survive and get through in their own special way type thing, in like a cruel world that's dealt them a shitty hand. That's usually like the backstory of pirates. And I'm like going off of like the backstory of the Lagoon Company from Black Lagoon, because they're also pirates. So the fact that they call her princess instead of captain, I don't know if that's just like a creative choice that Mashima chose when he was naming her, just because she was a woman, so he figured I'll have them call her princess, or if there's in some way that Elsie is different than a normal pirate captain you might expect them to be, maybe she's not, because she didn't speak very much. She just looked intimidating and then said, I'm looking for a person that looks like this, and showed up a picture, and then the rest of the time it was other people talking for her. So I find that to be a little bit curious. So I wonder what that's going to be like in the future. No spoilers though. Other than that, yeah, really interesting episode. I'm super curious to see what exactly their goal is here with finding Shiki, because who knows what they could be like. Because again, space pirate, you might think, oh, we're gonna use him in our conquest, in our plundering, but then again, there's always the chance that it's not what you think. You know what I mean? So a chance they could subvert your expectations, as they call it. Real quick, I'm gonna go back into the episode just to look for something specifically, okay, so I just wanted to go back to make sure I remember what Elsie said, because I looked at it. I definitely saw it, but I don't remember if I didn't think I at the time was like reading it correctly. The planet is already dead. What is she? Wait a minute. Okay, so I was about to ask, what does she mean by that? But then I thought about it, because it does look very barren on the surface because of the falling ether crystals that they were talking about. However, there are still looks like there's still people in the underground. To be fair, we've only seen one other person, that being Professor Wise or whatever, who, as of this moment, my theory is that he's just using that name and that he's not the same person, or I don't know, time travel. I don't. It's either maybe a clone, maybe something. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I'm gonna stick with the most likely thing being he's just using the name, but he's also like a skilled mechanic, so they're still gonna recruit him anyway. And that little the pink robot's probably gonna be joining us too. But what she meant by that planet is already dead. Because to be fair, we've only seen one other person. We just saw those like black little blobs of a quote unquote people there. I'm really curious, and that's why now that I'm thinking about it again, with that flash forward, that makes a little bit more sense because I was so confused as to what the point of that was. But now that I've thought about it for a little bit longer, it kind of makes a little bit more sense now. She's saying it's already dead, as in, not that it's currently dead, but it's been marked for death almost, like it will be dead soon enough. Like, it's been condemned to a fate of death already, type thing. You know what I mean by that? And that flash forward, they look like the Geth from Mass Effect. That's not important, but or the whatchamacallit? Oh, I forget what they're called. The race that Tali from Mass Effect is. They look kind of like them, but they're a futuristic race. 20,000 years in the future, after the series ends, presumably. Who knows? What if that's the time skip? Because like almost every shonen series has time skips. Only shonen series I can think of that don't have time skips are Full Metal Alchemist, which I'm reading right now, and fucking what is it called? Haikyuu. Wait, no, that probably has a Hunter x Hunter. That's what I wanted to say. As far as I know, Hunter x Hunter hasn't had a time skip yet, but that would be insane. A time skip of 20,000 years. That would have to be the largest time skip in like any series ever. But anyway, I imagine what happened to that moon. It looked like almost. Let me go back and look, because they said that they found 2 human corpses, which they say male and female, and it has the necklace. Doesn't mean anything yet. Could just be a necklace that was there, that they accidentally left it there. But anyway, it says Eden 0. Title drop just had to happen at some point. And then they look over. Come on. I'm going frame by frame here. Go to the next. Okay. And then they show what looks like a moon. I don't know what the fuck that is. But based on its design, it reminds me of the red and black snaky type thing that was going around eating planets. So that has to be somewhat involved. I think it's got to be somewhat involved with Elsie. She seems like she's knowledgeable in that regard. So, because now I've got a bunch of other theories running in my head that are probably completely off base and totally wrong, but I might as well bring them up anyway. But what if Elsie is like, so she's a space pirate group, makes me think she's maybe trying to fight against this amorphous, evil snake thingy that's consuming planets, and that's why she wants Shiki, because Shiki has something special about him being the maybe grandson of the Demon King, or no wait, because he's like adopted or something. Anyway, something special about him that even Mother recognizes to help them take it down. But for some reason, as a space pirate, at least based on the opening, she's in conflict with a different group, which I'm assuming is like the military, or, you know, the space police, or military, based on the fleet size and the OP. But then thinking about that, what if that space police or military is involved with it? What if it's like a conspiracy? Like, only thing I can think of is like Full Metal Alchemist, because I've already watched the animes. I'm just reading the manga on my own time. But like where the government is facilitating this plan to, you know, destroy all life in the galaxy, or consume it so that we can become even powerful and kill Mother or something. Who knows? But that's just like a thought that I have. Again, probably totally off base. I know I've been wrong before. You guys have mentioned that. Even though I'm wrong, hopefully I'm at least introducing like interesting ideas, and I hope you can at least understand my rationalization of how I got to that point. That's most I can ask for. You know what I mean? But with that all being said, I think that's pretty much everything I had to say about this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, make sure to press that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single upload in the future. Thank you once again for watching. Peace.